Welcome everyone, and this is episode 78 of Be a Pro with Theo Tugersson here on Dynasty Central Sports, and I have to let you guys know that this might be one of the final episodes. We are going to be wrapping up this series a little bit in the next couple weeks because I am coming out with an NHL 22 Be a Pro series with a new player, and so we are going to be saying goodbye to Theo Tugersson. We are going to see how his career goes on after these couple seasons, and we're going to see him sim ahead and see how he does. But right now we got the Vegas Golden Knights coming into St. Louis, Missouri at the Enterprise Center, where 42-18 something on record. They got Anton Khudobin, 18-25 record. Dobby, as he's nicknamed, with 2 shutouts. We got Jacob Markstrom, the tall Swede, 11-5-1, 2.54 goals against. And right now we got Malkin on the draw. Montour has the puck for the Golden Knights, and he passes that up to Stone. Now Tugs now controls the puck, skates that through the neutral zone. Tugs showing off a little offensive clout here. Takes a shot and nice save from Dobby. Mark Stone passes that over to Marchessault. He'll take a hit from Tarasenko and still control the puck. Montour over to Carlson. Tugs with him and a nice bump on Carlson. Tugs passes that, intercepted by Mark Stone, and then intercepted by Mattias Ekholm. Passes that over to Braden Shen. Tugs going to go for a line change. Quickly going to get a line change in there. We're at the 10:41 mark of the first period. Still goose eggs for both teams. Tugs jumping out on the ice, and the Vegas Golden Knights on their way down 2-on-1, dumps it into the zone. Mattias Ekholm going to pick up the puck, skate that through the neutral over to Braden Shen. Take a hit and intercepted by Shea Theodore. Turns away from a hit over to Steve Montour. Brandon Montour. I don't know. Montour. Anyway, Shea Theodore has the puck, and that's going to be a penalty already for the Blues, as that looks like Evgeny Malkin. Gino is going to go off for a penalty, but it looks like Christopher N. as well going to go off for a PIMS. And Malkin with a hit from behind. That's a roughing call on a double roughing call for Malkin. And the Golden Knights are going to get on the board with a goal from Wild Bill Karlsson. Tugs back out there on the first period drive, shift, whatever. Tyler Ennis with the puck. Throws that to Tugs at the point. Blocked shot, and that is recovered by the Blues. Ekholm with the shot and saved by Anton Dobby. That is Khudobin. All right, take a look at the Tugs leaderboard, and it's 252 for Theo Tugersson, leading the league over by 120 hits or Tugs. Anyways, face off to the right of Dobby, win by Ryan O'Reilly, shot and goal and saved by Anton Khudobin. That is the Blues. Ekholm has it over to Tugs in the slot. He has the puck, shot and saved by Anton Khudobin. Ekholm now has the puck back over to Tugs at the point. A big slapper and saved again. Blues are relentless, and that's a goal, and that is going to be Nino Niederreiter putting in that big goal for the St. Louis Blues, and that is going to tie it up, the 21st goal of the season from the amazing Swiss power forward. Cleans up the trash, as we were just putting on a lot of pressure. Tugs with a slapper from the point and a couple quick shots from the Blues, and Nino Niederreiter finally puts the nail in the coffin for Anton Khudobin. It's 1-1 in the first period. We're going to sim to our next shift, and that's going to be at the 3:40 mark as the Golden Knights get another one. Jonathan Marchessault with a PP goal. Ryan O'Reilly with the draw outside the zone, and that's lost, and Shea Theodore has the puck. He'll take a hit from Tugs, and he'll lose the puck. The Blues have it now. Ekholm has 420. Passes over to Ryan O'Reilly. Over to the goal scorer, Nino Niederreiter. Montour now has it. Over to Mark Stone. He'll dipsy doodle right past Ekholm and loses it. Tugs has it now. Going the other way, turns away. He'll pass that over to Vladimir Tarasenko, and Tugs is going to go for a line change. That will be the end of the first period for Theo Tugersson and the Vegas Golden Knights. With the St. Louis Blues going back to the locker room, take a look at the highlights, as this is going to be a 2-1 game so far between these two teams. 2 goals from Marchessault and I don't know who the fuck they got the other one, but Nino Niederreiter got the one for the Blues. See you in the second. All right, we are back here at the Enterprise Center for the second period between the Blues and the Golden Knights. Malkin with the drop of the puck against Carlson, while Bill will win that back to Montour. Montour along the boards dumps that behind the net, and Tugs is going to retrieve it with Marchessault on his asshole. Tugs turns away from a play, and that is over to Schenn. Schenn now has the puck. He will skate along the red, and that's going to be offsides for the St. Louis Blues. Face off outside the Golden Knights zone. Wild Bill against Gino. Let's see how this goes. Malkin wins that back to Ekholm over to Tugs. Tugs has the puck. Slaps pass over to Malkin. Montour steals that. Carlson over to Shea Theodore. Shea Theodore, huge tug. And he's got to Mark Stone. Takes another huge hit from Theo Tugersson. Marchessault, big tug again. And Mark Stone's coming in for a big fight against Theo Tugersson. Fight's going back. We got Bucky's on the ground already between the two teams. Tugs and Mark Stone. I would love to beat the shit out of Mark Stone. And that is going to be a big fight win over Theo Tugersson over Mark Stone. A dub. Collecting dubs out here over Mark Stone, that bitch. And Theo Tugersson, a big, nice uppercut on Mark Stone. Bobblehead in that bitch. Theo Tugersson, Mark Stone going off for fighting penalties, and we'll see you after the fighting majors. And that's at the 9:20 mark of the second period. Still 2-1 up against the Golden Knights with the lead, and that's going to be Schultz behind the net. He controls the puck. He's going to turn away from a hit from Tarasenko. He's still controlling the puck. Tarasenko, though. Schultz over to Carrier. William Carrier turns away. Loses the puck. That's going to be picked up by Nicholas Waugh. Huge hit from Theo Tugersson along the boards. Blew up that bitch. Pass over to Theo Tugersson. Tugs over to Malkin. Turns away from a hit and passes that over. That's Tarasenko back to Tugs. Tried the dick dangles. No go. And Schultz with the puck along the boards. Nicholas Waugh picks up the puck. Still scrambling his brains into his helmet. Schmidt now has the puck. Nate Schmidt has the puck. Passes over to Stepan. Stepan along the boards still has the puck. And that squeaks out. Stepan has the puck still along the boards. He's holding on to it like a hobo on a ham sandwich. Stepan over to Pacioretty. Max Stone, Pacioretty over to Waugh. Shoots it. Big save from Jacob Markstrom. And that's going to keep it 2-1 here in the second. 21 mark. Owen to the 12-second mark of the second period. Holy shit, we were right in Pine for a while there. 5 seconds left in the second. Tugs misses that play completely. It must have been the graphics. Broken stick on that shot. End of the second period. Christopher N cannot hold on to a stick because it's always breaking in his hands. We're going to go to the third with the Golden Knights with the lead still 2-1 over the Blues. Nice hit over Nate Schmidt. Must not have taken his PEDs today. We'll see you in the third. Back at the third period here at the Enterprise Center, we got a 2-1 deficit for the St. Louis Blues. Let's see if we can erase it. Malkin with the drop of the puck wins that back to Ekholm. Dumps that behind the net, and that's retrieved by Shea Theodore. Over to Carlson, and that's covered by Shea Theodore. Over to Mark Stone. Mark Stone passes that over to Marchessault. Takes a huge hit, and that's a teammate tug. That's over to Malkin. Shot and muffined as Marchessault gets the puck. Over to Stone. Over to Carlson. Takes a huge center ice tug, and Theo Tugersson takes a hit himself and loses the puck. Shea Theodore over to Mark Stone. Mark Stone over to Carlson. Right past Tugs. Poke check of doom, and that's going to be lost in the corner. Tugs with the puck. Shot and saved by Jacob Markstrom. He'll lose that and passes that over. Ekholm over to Schenn. Recovered by Tarasenko. Carlson loses that. Tugs is going for a line change. Jumping back out at the 14:58 mark of the third period. We got a PP for the Blues, and we're jumping out. Dylan Coughlin dumps that back into our own zone, and Tugs is going to go back there and retrieve it. No, Justin Falk passes that over to Malkin. Malkin into the Golden Knights zone. Around the Golden Knights, passes, scores! Ryan O'Reilly, top titty, hits that right past the goaltender, Anton Khudobin, and Ryan O'Reilly plots his 23rd goal. What the fuck am I reading? 23rd goal of the season. A big tying goal for the St. Louis Blues, as that was great work by Malkin. Passes that right over, splits open Dobby, and Ryan O'Reilly snipes that top tits. As always, going to be a gorgeous snipe for the St. Louis Blues. Now coach wants to talk to Tugs, and Coach Boumedian wants team. We got no more penalties. All right, I guess I can try to do that. I don't know for sure. We'll see if we can do it. Ryan Getzlaff is listening intently, and Leo Komarov is right there too as well. Face off at center ice, 2-2 in the third period. Let's see if we can win this one. Malkin and Falk with the apples on that power play goal. Tugs loses that puck. Ekholm retrieves it. Stolen by Montour. Montour turns away from a play. He's tied up in the corner. Shen now has it over to over to Montour, over to Marchessault. Marchessault controls the puck now, passes that over to Stone. Stone takes a huge hit from Braden Shen and loses that. Shen now passes over to Ekholm, over to Tarasenko. Tarasenko over to Malkin, going down 2-1, loses that, and Dobby covers it up. Tugs is right there on the doorstep for anything loose. All right, jumping back out at the 7:21 mark, and we still got a PP, a 5-on-3. This might be a big one here in the third period. Golden Knights down with 2 skaters in the box. We're 2-on-1 for the power play. Passes that, dumps that back into the Blues zone. Justin Falk will control it. We got 30 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Falk over to Malkin. Malkin now controls it, skates that into the Golden Knights zone. Loses that for a second. Nate Schmidt loses that. That's over to Ryan O'Reilly, over to Falk, over to Tugs, shot and saved by Khudobin. Face off to the left of Dobby. We got a 2-2 game here in the third period. 22-17 in the face-off wins. Falk over to, I don't know who the shit is. Dylan Coughlin dumps that into our own zone. That's Justin Falk will control it and retrieve it. Passes over to Ryan O'Reilly. Rhino, Dick Dangles, 27. Oh, 1T for Tarasenko, no go. Tugs at the blue line, Dangles it.
Not the day.
Groovy kind of glove for Anton Khudobin. Big save, face off to the left. We got Malkin on the draw. We got 1:09 of a power play for the Blues. Dylan Coughlin passes over to Shea Theodore. He'll dump that into the Blues zone. We got a minute left on the PP. Falk over to Tugs. Tugs along the boards, loses that. Ryan O'Reilly over to Tarasenko. Goes to Jared away at the blue line, loses it. Blocker save. That's Ryan O'Reilly passes that over. Malkin, no go. Passes that into Ryan O'Reilly. Dangles, no. Dylan Coughlin steals it and dumps that back into the Blues zone. Falk controls it again. Over to Tugs. We're going down 2-on-1. Over to O'Reilly. Back to Tugs. Tugs at the top of the circles. Shot and saved by the blocker in front. And Nielsen dumps that in, and Tugs is going to go for a line change. Oh, I cannot hold my breath. And we get a big goal off ice as Tyler Ennis gets the third goal, 3-2 over the Golden Knights. A minute left in the third, and Tugs is just holding strong back there, watching, surveying the ice. Shen loses that over to Tarasenko behind the net. Passes that over to Ekholm. Ekholm over to Tugs. Slapper. Save from Khudobin. Cody Glass now has the puck. He'll pass that over to Carrier. Over to Noir. That's a pulling of the goalie. Then Tugs no. Oh, Schultz has the puck. He controls it. 3-2. Passes that over. Big hit on Schultz, a big pile up of players in the corner. Schultz over to Carrier, over to Stone, over to Glass, scores! Cody Glass scores it 3-3 with waning seconds in the third period. Holy shitballs, he goes to Jared right on the hashies, and Jacob Markstrom hung out to dry. Holy fuck buckets, that was a tight one.
Oh, yeah.
Cody Glass just goes to Jared, and Jacob Markstrom just says yes. All right, we got 3-3, 26 seconds left in the game. 3-3, and we got a fucked up recording. How fucked up is this? My Elgato game capture card has been really fucking up lately, making it hard for me to record, and we lost in overtime 4-3. We're going to sim ahead in this series, but I want to do a standings check. Leading the Central Division, leading the Western Conference, and now leading the league. Let's hope we can find ourselves in the driver's seat for the playoffs going up. Let's see how Tugs does in the stats. 31 points in 48 games. Not too bad for Theo Tugersson on his games played with his points for being a defensive defenseman. Let's see the hits. 261 hits on the season.
That's
29
nice.
block shots. 85 giveaways, not great, but 37 fights. And thank you for watching this episode. Next episode, we're going to be simming ahead in this season and seeing, hopefully, if Tugs can hold up the cup. Thank you for watching. Smash like down below, hit subscribe, and throw us a comment. Thank you for supporting Dynasty Central Sports. Check out our new Be a Pro series on NHL 22, dropping on Thursday this week. We'll see you next episode. Later.